Can I start, sir?
Yeah, start. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. It is my privilege to welcome you all to this session of the Faculty Development Program on Research Oriented Technical Writing 2026. Today, we are honored to have Dr. Ravi Bhushan with us. We are grateful to Dr. Ravi Bhushan for kindly accepting our invitation and sparing valuable time to share expertise with us. Now, with your permission, I would like to briefly introduce our esteemed speaker. Dr. Ravi Bhushan is currently an assistant professor in the Department of Electrical Engineering at the National Institute of Technology, Jamshedpur, Jharkhand, India. He received his bachelor's degree in electrical engineering from Bhagalpur College of Engineering, Bhagalpur, India in 2009 and his master's degree in power system from the Department of Electrical Engineering, Indian Institute of Technology, PHU, Varanasi, India in 2011. He obtained his PhD in electrical engineering from the Indian Institute of Technology, Indian Institute of Technology, Dhanbad, India in 2018. Dr. Bhushan has over 15 years of experience in teaching and research. His research interests include renewable energy system, power system stability and control, electric vehicles optimal control and advanced control strategies from power and energy system. He had delivered numerous expert lectures and keynote talks at workshops, faculty development program and short-term across India. Short-term courses across India. He is a senior member of IEEE and an active member of several professional organizations, including the IEEE Power and Energy Society, the IEEE Control System Society, and the International Association of Engineers. Dr. Bhutan has authored more than 30 research publications in reputed international journals and conferences, holds our Indian patents, and is currently leading two extremely funded research projects. He serves as a renewal for numerous high impact international journals and conferences and has also served as a guest editor for the Distributed Generation and Alternative Energy Journal. We are indeed privileged to have such an accomplished accommodation and researchers with us today. On behalf of the organization committee and all participants, I extended a very warm welcome to you. Without taking much of your valuable time, I now request Dr. Ravi Bhutan sir to kindly deliver today's lecture. Thank you, sir.
For introducing.
Ravi sir, your sound is not coming. You may share your screen and then.
Sound is not, I am not audible.
Coming, sir. It is coming. Little bit coming. Uh, Ravi sir, if you are using mic, na, you may disconnect headphone because your sound is not coming.
Yeah, headphone is not working.
It is coming very slow, sir. Now it is coming, sir.
Now is it okay?
Again, sir. Again, it is slow, sir.
Okay, again it is. And without headphone, is it okay?
Now, yeah, it is okay, sir. Now it is perfect, sir.
Hello?
Sir, it is perfect. Now you can start, sir. Your sound is coming good, sir.
Okay. My slide is visible?
Sir, slide is visible, sir. You may start, sir.
1 minute. Just layout. Layout is not saying actually here. And then do some more action. Screen. 1 minute सर, मैं मोबाइल से भी कनेक्ट होकर देख रहा हूँ जरा.
Now, but your sound and your screen both are visible and coming perfect.
पीपीटी मेरा शो कर रहा है, मुझे तो दिख नहीं रहा.
नहीं सर, आपका पूरा स्क्रीन इज शेयर्ड सर एंड इट इज विजिबल, इट इज कमिंग टू अस सर.
इसमें व्यू नहीं चेंज करते हैं? कैन वी चेंज द व्यू?
स्लाइड मोड कर दीजिए सर, स्लाइड शो मोड कर दीजिए बस. वो जो जूम के पास है ना सर, स्लाइड शो, उसको ऑन कर दीजिए सर बस.
1 मिनट, वही मैं देख रहा हूँ कि कहाँ अंदर में कहीं चला गया लग रहा.
ये नीचे सर, जहाँ ये जूम वाला है ना परसेंटेज, वहीं पे स्लाइड शो है ना, वहीं पे कर दीजिए. जहाँ पे हम लोग जूम करते हैं स्लाइड को, नीचे बॉटम ऑफ राइट साइड.
शो ओनली एक्टिव स्पीकर, मैक्सिमाइज विंडो.
सर वो
अभी दिख रहा है, मेरा स्क्रीन दिख रहा है.
आपका स्क्रीन दिख
पीपीटी
रहा है, पीपीटी भी दिख रहा है. आप
पीपीटी
कितना,
दिख रहा है कि स्क्रीन दिख रहा है?
अभी स्लाइड चेंज नहीं हो रहा, पहले तो स्लाइड चेंज हो रहा था. आप एक बार ना फिर से रीशेयर कर दीजिए. आप पहले शेयर जो कर रहे थे ना, वो फिर से शेयर कर दीजिए. सही है सर, सही था.
वीडियो का टाइमर. जैसे उसमें दोनों भी होता है ना, एक साइड से इधर मैसेज भी कर सके और स्क्रीन भी, वो माइक्रोसॉफ्ट में नहीं आता सेम इसमें?
वो नहीं आता होगा सर. आप नॉर्मल जैसे प्रेजेंटेशन देते हैं ना, तो वैसे ही दे दीजिए सर.
अच्छा, जैसे मैंने स्लाइड को मिनिमाइज कर लिया तो वो दिख रहा है अभी?
अभी आपका स्लाइड मिनिमाइज नहीं हुआ है. आप ना स्क्रीन शेयर कीजिए. आपका स्क्रीन अब चेंज नहीं हो रहा.
1 मिनट, रीशेयर मैं करूँगी हूँ. My voice is audible, sir?
हाँ, your voice and screen both are
And
perfect.
slide is moving now?
हाँ, slide is moving.
Okay. Thank you. Actually, your voice is not coming properly here without a headphone. Okay,
अच्छा,
let's start the session. First of
yes,
all, I
sir.
would like to welcome all the participants in this important topic, actually, the general matrices and indexes. And actually, we know that today we are going to explore a topic that play a role in a very critical role in the academic and research world, actually, general matrices and indexes. And this topic is, you know, that it is very essential for everyone who involved in the academic publishing. Whether suppose you are a student or you are a teacher or you are a faculty member. This topic is very important. The terminology behind this journal matrices and indexes are very important. And that will be helpful in your research career. And those who are going to start their career in the research field, for them, this is very beneficial. Okay, so we know that in this world of research, we often hear about the term, like we all know that actually, or already hear that general impact factor, H index, SIDE score, and many terms related to the general metrics, such as if you're talking about the index, you know, and heard about the term Scopus, Web of Science. Okay, so but what do these matrices actually mean? This is very important. And how do they influence our academic decision to take which journal is very important for us for this. Suppose you are in the field of electrical engineering or mechanical engineering, or anybody in the biomedical science like related to that. For them, what particular journal is important and which one is a very prestigious journal, you can decide with the help of these terminologies. Actually, these all are analysis based. This provides an analysis based calculation, and according to that, they rank their journal and other things like that. Let's we will start with this terminology. Actually, these are some contents. Yes, in this lecture, we are going to discuss what is indexing database. Actually, what is the citation database. We will cover in this lecture. Actually, also we will see that what actually Scopus means. Web of Science, Google Scholar. What is the Google Scholar? What are their calculation? How they actually provide the citations. Okay. Also, we will see this further. We will see the general impact factor, and also we'll see what are the meaning of 5-year impact factor. What is the site score? Okay. Then how SGR rank is actually provided by this SAI Mago journal like that. So we will see that, and in last we will see that how actually the calculation based for the particular author, how they calculate H index and X like that. These are some important matrices. So let's start with the five actually general matrices and indexes is very important. What it means actually. So we see that here, and we know that the number of scholarly possible citation is actually increasing very rapidly. Here you can see that here. Uh, just highlighter, we will take that. Publication is increasing rapidly actually. Okay, and researchers need a reliable ways actually. Researchers need a reliable way to discover, evaluate, and compare a scholarly journal, whatever the students publish actually in any journal. So how actually you can discover and how they are reliable for us for any particular students. Okay, so we will see that. And researcher use journal matrices when identifying suitable journal for manuscripts. Suppose you are in the field of biomedical science or electrical engineering or mechanical engineering, and you have prepared the research work and drafted your material in some journal format like that. How you can actually select or identify the suitable journals for your related work. So these journal materials and indexes will provide some guideline or provide some help. Based on that, you can decide this journal is okay for me. Okay, for different people, for different students, for different researchers, these journals are maybe suitable journals are different. That depends upon actually their core research field. Okay, not single journal is best for everyone. That will depend upon the different research field. And citation indicators actually provide quantitative evidence of a scholarly visibility and influence. The citation, there are some citation indicator that will provide some information related to their research work. However, here you can see that no single metric can fully represent research quality. Only single metric, if you suppose any one individual metrics and you can decide that this journal is best, that is not possible. And you cannot judge that only with the single metric actually. You should go through different matrices, different research platform. Okay, and then you have to decide and compare, and you have to see all the things. In some journal you can see that some citation is more, but their quality is very poor, like that. Okay, impact factor is very high, but if you go through their research quality, then that is not up to the mark. Okay, so you have to see all the parameters related to the your journals or your topic. Then you can decide that. Okay. Now, what are the general matrices? What are the general matrices? So this can see that these quantitative indicators used to measure the impact, quality, visibility, and influence of the academic. There are some key point about the general matrices actually. And example, if you take the includes the general impact factor, it comes into the category of general matrices. Okay, this is the what general impact factor actually. Average number of citation received in a given year by article published in the journal during the preceding 2 years. Means, suppose if you are evaluating the general impact factor in 2026, then what that were actually received in the previous 2 year citation. Based on that, they will calculate the general impact factor. Okay. And similarly, 5 year impact factor, average number of citations received in a given year by articles published in the journal during the preceding 5 year. Okay. So it provides more stable measures for long-term citations impact actually. Simple, if you are open any journal and see their impact factor, then they will generally provide a GIA for evaluating on the basis of 2 years, previous 2 years citation they provide. And in some journal focus 5 year impact factor also, that is for long-term purpose. Okay. And another term, general metric system is cite score. What is this? This is the average number of citation received per document published in a journal over a 4 year period based on the data from Scopus. Okay, cite score provides Scopus provides the cite score data. And this will actually they provided actually for the period of 4 years. So they have different matrices like that. They calculate their try to calculate their research quality and journal quality like that. Another term is SJR. SGI Margo general rank. We will see in details also in further slides. We will see how actually SGR rank is calculated. We will see some practical example. Then you can understand better. So what is SGR rank? A general prestige matrix that measures the weighted influence of citations received by a journal, giving greater weight to citation from highly influenced journal. Okay, this is very important. If this reputed journal is cited your work in the any other journal actually, so then that journal will give will gain the some privilege. If some journal, suppose journal A, journal B cites the journal A, and journal B has a very prestigious journal, then journal A also gains some prestige like that. So, according to that and based on that evaluation, they provide some SGR rank. Okay. Another term is important term is SNIP, source normalized impact per paper. This actually measures a journal citation impact related to the citation potential of its subject field. Okay, helping to compare journal across different disciplines. This one is related to the subject field, any particular subject fields. So this actually, what are the purpose of this journal matrices? It will help authors, researchers, or any student, and also even institution to evaluate which journal are influential and suitable for publishing. These matrices may provide this type of information to help to decide which journal is very suitable for any particular researcher. Next one, what is the research indexes? What is research indexes? An index is a structured system that organizes scholarly information to make research output discoverable and analyzable. So, for example, these terms are indexes: Scopus, Web of Science, okay, Google Scholar, PubMed, IEEE Explore. These are some example of indexes, and that indexing actually service may record the article title, author's name actually, and what are the aspects of that particular published article, what are their keywords, journal, affiliation, DOI, differences, publication year, and etc. Okay, so in simple term, you can say that journal matrices tells how good or impactful journal is, and journal indexes tells where the journal is listed or recognized. In simple one word, you can understand that. The journal matrices how good or influence impactful journal is, and journal indexes means where the journal is listed or recognized. So these are some platform. You can see that. Scopus is providing one platform about science, Google Scholar, PubMed, and IEEE Explore like that. So from this you can, and these are information they will record for indexing or for evaluating purpose. Next, indexing versus matrices. So if you want to compare this, so you can comparable like that. The indexing make publication discoverable, and matrices quantify selected aspect of impact. Okay, if you want to compare that, indexing means organizes bibliometric information, uses citation data calculation in matrices. Okay, indexing indicates the database coverage, and matrix produces numerical indicators. This provides some numerical data. Okay, example in indexing, Scopus indexing, this one is site score like that. So this site score, impact factor, all these are a type of numeric indicator. Okay, journal impact factor, here web of science. So these are some platform. This provides some numerical data to evaluate or calculate their performances like that. What is citation? This is also a very important term, citation. So citation occurs when one work refers to another work. Okay, one scholarly work refers to the another work. Suppose if you are going to publish any research work in any journal, so some references are there, and that references you have to cite in your work, from which previous published paper you have taken up some information to that. You have to provide some privilege, and you have to give some credit like that. You can say that is the credit, you are going to provide a credit to other published work in your own work from which you have taken up some information like that. So for example, paper A cites paper B. That means paper B receives one citation from paper A like that. Okay. Suppose if 50 different paper cites paper B को 50 अगर different paper में cite किया, तो it may have 50 citation in that database. May have, not certainly. because this citation is also depend upon the different calculation criteria actually. Okay, so in simple word, you can get a 50 citation. If 50 different papers cite some particular paper be like that. Okay. Now this matrices tool helps researcher to choose where to publish, institutions for faculty promotion and research evaluation, library to make subscription decision, funding bodies to access the grant application, confusion of journal within the field. Journal use it to attract editors, sponsorship, and author submission. So these are some evaluating. Someone evaluating institution may evaluate any faculty promotion like that on the base of these metrics to what they have. Suppose any person may have there some own research profile, and institution are going to plan some promotion process. So suppose if one criteria is that what are the research profiles of different faculty members, so they can use this type of matrices and tools. It will helps because recruitment member cannot evaluate all the papers, cannot go through all the published paper of the particular faculty member. So they will simple go to these matrices and tools, and they will take information in summarized way and decide on the basis of that. Okay, this faculty is a very reputed research work on field also. Okay, in that case, you may get some privilege from the higher authority. Okay. Now, a solid understanding of journal matrices and indexing empower researchers to publish wisely, avoid unethical practices, enhance their academic profile with a smart choices. Okay, so you have to actually aware of these matrices and tools, so that suppose if you are in if you are working in electrical engineering, if you are going to publish in a biomedical like that, so that they will also deny your published work. And suppose once your work is published in case, then you will not get citation of so much because you have published in another field. If other researcher if want to replicate your work like that, they may not give citation to your work just to publish in another field like that. In while in searching of the paper, they will not get your information properly. It may be possible like that. Okay. Now we will see the indexing database. Okay, what is the indexing database actually? An indexing database is a structured scholarly information system. A structured scholarly information system that collects, organizes, and makes academic publications searchable and discoverable like that. This database. Okay. In today world, database is very important for every field. Research field, they will actually collect, organize, and make academic publications searchable and discoverable of your work. It may contains information, article title, they will collect and store in their database, authors' names, suppose in any particular publication, how many authors are there, what are their affiliations like that, they will store that. Abstract of that particular article, what are their keywords, journal name, ISSN, ESSN number. This one is also very important. They will keep and store in the database. DOI, okay, publication date, affiliations, references, subject classification in his field that particular articles have already published, and citation links actually. All these actually information that will collect and store in their indexing database. Okay, if anyone want to get some information, so they will search with maybe search with article title, author's name, actually like that. Okay, keywords, ISSN and DY number. Okay, from this they can search on the web portal or any particular indexing database. So they will get all information related to the whatever you want to searching, and you will get the information very quickly. So these are indexing database. Some example of indexing database, you can see that here. Web of Science, that actually a multidisciplinary database known for impact factor and high quality journals. Okay, this particular Web of Science. If you are talking about Scopus, this one is a large abstract and citation database covering science, tech, medicine, and social sciences. Okay, PubMed specializes in biomedical and life sciences literature, mainly by the NLM. IEEE Explore, database of scientific and technical content in electrical engineering and computer science. These two fields are very important for IEEE Explore. Google Scholar also an indexing database. This one is free search engine indexing the scholarly literature across many disciplines and sources. Okay. DOA is a directory of open access journal indexing high quality peer-reviewed open access journal. IRIC, Science Direct, Inspire, Chemical Episode like that. So these all are indexing example of indexing database. So these are some little brief description of the same database. So why this one is important? Why actually is indexing important? So you can see that discoverable means researchers can find the publications. Okay, searchable means literature can be searched using the keywords and subjects. Okay, connected means references and citation. Relationships can be identified. Okay, trackable means publication and citation can be monitored. That's why it is very important. Accessible to researchers. Institution can integrate index record into their research workflow also. Evaluatable means bibliometric analysis can perform when citation data are available. So for this work, some indexing data works is very important, and that means indexing not means quality or certification. They not provide any certification like that. A journal being indexed does not automatically mean that every article published in its high quality. Okay, that will depend upon the different parameter evaluations. This is not guarantee that if you are published in any indexing database and your work is very good, this is not a they will not provide this type of certification like that. That will depend upon the so many parameters. Your published work is of high quality or not. Okay. And how does actually journal indexing work? So these are the typical workflow. Journal publishes in an article. Okay. After that, database evaluates journal and sources. Step 2. Okay. Step 3 means journal is accepted for coverage. Then article metadata is collected, where the article becomes searchable in that. Then references and other bibliographic information are processed. And in last, citation database indicators may be generated in that case. For taking all, after processing all these steps, citation database indicators may be generated for that. Okay. What information does an indexing database stores? So we have already seen that. This one is some example. Suppose title is optimal control of DFAG like that, they will store that. Author R. Bhushan, Ravi Bhushan like that, or any other authors if they are, then they will store that all the author information like that. Journal, suppose IEEE transaction on power system like that, they will store the ISSN number, DY number, year they will store that, volume number, issue, page number, all these information they will record for any typical article or any particular article. Keywords, they will also store that. Affiliation, differences means cited literature. Those who have cited, then that will store like that. Indexing in database. So these are same thing actually. Indexing database versus search engine. These are two search engine. You can say that. So indexing database actually only designed for the specifically for scholarly information like that. Okay. And this one is search engine is actually broader web information, designed for broader web information. In this indexing database, you can see that examples are Scopus, Web of Science, PubMed, Article Explore. Okay, and the general search engine will be Google, Bing, etc. like that. Okay, so these are differences between indexing database and the simple general search engine. Citation. What are the citation database? Citation database means a citation database is a scholarly digital platform that records publication and tracks the citation relationship between them. Okay. They will record and they will track the citation relation between them. In simple, what you can say that a citation database tells us which scholarly work cites which other scholarly work. This is simple. Which scholarly work cites which other scholarly work. So this type of information that will store in the citation database. Okay. And it allow also researcher, institution, and journals to measure scholarly impact, track literature, and analyze trends in a specific research field. So for example, suppose paper A that has been published in the 2024, cites paper B published already published in 2022. So therefore, paper B receives one citation from paper A. Okay, from paper A, they have received one citation. And citation database, if you are going to their historical information like that, in 1955 actually, an American linguistic scientist is named Garfield. They propose actually some citation indexing in his paper. That paper name was Citation Indexes for Sciences, a New Dimension in Demonstration Through Association of Ideas. That has been published in Science. Okay, so at that time they propose some concept related to the citation database or citation indexing like that. And after a few years later, in 1964, they actually launched Science Citation Index. Okay, at that time, 1964, they launched by the Institute for Scientific Information, ISI. Okay, founded by the same linguist and scientist, Garfield. Okay, it was the first citation index for scientific literature. At that time, they launched actually. Further, during 70s to 1970s to 19 actually, citation indexing actually expanded to social sciences citation indexes SSI, SSCI actually, and arts and humanities citation index ASCI. That actually broadening their disciplinary coverage to the another field also. They have expanded. Okay, in 1992, the same institution for scientific information actually launched and was acquired by Thomas Reuters for the further extending its global reach actually. That technique acquired by the Thomas Reuters. You've already heard maybe heard this name, Thomas Reuters. And 2004 actually Google Scholar was launched. They offer actually free access to the citation matrix and full text searches only. Okay. Also, in parallel, 2004, Scopus was also launched by Elsevier as a major competitor to ACIWS. Okay, with broader journal coverage. After that, in 2016, Thomas Reuters IP Science Division, including WS, was sold and become a Claritative Analytic, acquired by the Claritative Analytic line. Okay, so during the 2020s, the rise of open citation database like Dimensions, Lens.org. This one is Lens.org, is especially for the patent searches. Actually, they keep the record of the patent. If you search this one, this website lens.world, you will get the information regarding patent. Okay. And open citation aim for the greater transparency and border accessibility. So time to time, actually, this database evolved for a greater reach and broader accessibility to the researcher of the different fields, actually. Now, example of some major citation database. So Scopus, and that is provider is Elsevier. You can see that from this table. Main characteristic of this Scopus is a multidisciplinary abstract and citation database. Okay. And important matrices or features, they provide actually cite score, SGR, SNIP, citation counts, and author profile. Scopus will provide this type of some important features. Okay. Web of Science for correlation, that will be provider is a Clarivate. Okay. And that is the curated multidisciplinary citation indexes. Curated means there is some, you can say that more accurate citation indexes, you will get that. Okay. And they will provide features like GIF, General Impact Factor, 5-year Impact Factor, Journal Citation Index, citation counts. Okay. Another one is a major citation database, Google Scholar. Google Scholar provider, it is provided by the Google. Okay. And the main characteristic is broad scholarly search and citation platform. And it will provide actually H index, I index, H5 index, and H5 median actually. These are some features they will provide them. Dimension is also another citation database for digital sciences. Okay. Research information and citation database also. They will provide like citation, publication, grants, patents, policy things actually. OpenLX, similarly, Lens, cross-reference. Cross-reference is actually it will the characteristic of DOI registration. DOI registration is very important for any particular article. They will provide some unique identity. Okay, for your article, we will see that in further slides. And scholarly metadata infrastructure, like that. PubMed also, this one is US in National Library of Medicine related field. These are some important citation database, and these are some they provide. And why do we need the citation database? So it will help researcher to fill relevant research papers, field in which field you have your work, or if you are going to publish your work like that. And also identify highly cited publication. If you want to get a which publication is a more cited, you can get the information from this citation database. Track the influence of a research article. Find researchers working on a particular topic. Okay, we will get that. And identify research trends. Okay, what are their current research trends? You also get that from this citation database. Analyze collaborations and measure citation impact. Also calculate bibliometric indicators, like that. Okay. Now, how does actually citation data work? So these are some workflow. Research paper, first we have to publish that, then that paper will be indexed in any indexed and every index like that. Index database, then metadata collected, reference list processed actually in the citation database. Then references matched to the existing record. There are some step. Okay, then citation relationship created, and then citation count updated. With these steps are followed by citation database to store your any or update or create citation of any particular published article. Okay. Suppose paper B cites paper A. Okay, then paper B and database paper A citation will be increased by +1 citation. Okay, so according to that, they will update the profile. Suppose if another paper citation, they will add in the citation of paper A. Okay, citation database key features of citation database are tracks how often article, authors or journal are cited. Okay, it will provide matrices like H index, I-10 index, impact factor, etc. These are some important citation indexes, and it will support a literature review and bibliometric analysis. Also, it will link to the full text article, abstract, and references. Okay, why are citation database important? It will promote academic transparency and research visibility, enable research evaluation and funding decisions also. Okay, funding agency also evaluating your work, okay, depending upon these matrices, how your work has a high quality and at which level your work is high, they will get some ideas actually from this tool. They will not fully depend upon this. They will also see some project proposal and what are their quality, but also they will take some helps, what you have published previously related to your proposed proposal. Also, power ranking system, you will get that information. Use cases, if you are talking about use cases, then authors track who is citing their work. Okay, you can track that. Okay, who is citing their work and build academic profiles. Editors and journals assesses journals performance and article influences. Institutions, they will evaluate faculty performance and research output. Students conduct literature reviews with reliable citation data. Okay, so these are some uses of citation, important uses of citation database. Now, distinction between citation and reference. These two terms are also different. Citation is different and reference is different actually. Citation, in a brief, you can say that this one is a mention of source you are using in your work. Okay. Purpose to give credit to the original authors and guide the readers to the full source, and where it appears within the body of your document. Suppose you have already drafted a research paper. So in your body of your drafted document, in the body you have to cite that. Okay. For example, according to the Smith, like that, there are so many styles are there to cite the papers actually. That will depend. That is actually very on based on the different journal also. They have some particular fixed reference style they want to keep in their research article. So they will provide information in the guideline of just like that. In part manner, we have to cite the references in the body of the document like that. This one is one of the example according to Smith, or in this one like that in a square bracket, you can write that, or Smith, 2020 like that. You can write that in the body. Okay. After that, a reference is the complete bibliography information about the source that will list at the end of the document. Okay. You have to listed all the bibliography information at one place at the end of the document. They will provide full details so that readers can locate the original sources. If from here you have taken some information, the reader will also get information about the cited articles. Okay, where it appears at the end of the document. Example, you can see that according to this one, renewable energy doing like that. This one is some example, corresponding references like that. Okay. Cite in API style like that. There are lots of styles are there. What are the key differences? Aspects, location terms inside the text, references at the end of the document, purpose, points to source, provides full source details and references. Okay. Format, brief, author, year or number only in the citation, and in references, complete information you have to give in that. What are the title of the journal, in which year they have published, and in which journal you have published. Okay, so in reference you have to provide full details. and in citation only we have to provide the author, year or number like that. Okay. And if I do citation returns in deeper, the same researcher, suppose you have a different citation database, suppose Google Scholar, and your any particular citation, any particular article have getting in 180 citations in the Google Scholar, it may be differ in the other platform. Okay, suppose Scopus 135, Web of Science 118 like that. So this it may varies. That will depend upon the what they procedure follow to count the citations. In some cases, suppose Scopus database only recorded the citation if your particular article will be cited from the Scopus indexed. Okay, so they will take information only for that, and they will update their citation database according to their own fixed guideline. Okay, Google Scholar have a very broad at anywhere if your work is cited, then they will collect and update their database according to that. Web of Science, they have some another criteria to take information and update the citations. Like so, this doesn't necessarily mean that one database is incorrect. Okay. Possible reasons maybe different database coverage. Here you can see there different document types, conference papers, thesis and dissertations like that, books, either edited books or book chapters like that, duplicate record maybe. Duplicate record means suppose if any another suppose if person A have a total citation of 2000, okay, and you are going to uh, see their exact citation, and if you are follow and go through their detailed record, then you can see that some other people and researchers have included in his record actually. Suppose if you are scrolling the person A, so you can see that some paper in his the paper name not anywhere in their name, and that actually included in their citation database. So that is a duplicate record actually. And different citation matching, different author identification system, different update schedules. Schedules are also important. Get part schedule and how many time they take to update the citation database actually. Suppose you are published an article today, and from that same day, one platform have counted their citation, and it may be possible that some other platform not updated their database today, maybe 1 week later, 1 month later, they will update the database. So different update schedules are also possible reasons of these different citation actually. But do not worry about that. And indexing database versus citation database. So these terms are related but not identical. We have already seen that both are different things. Indexing database means primarily helps users to discover publications, search literature, retrieve metadata, organize scholarly records. Actually, citation data means who cited whom, number of citation relationship, author citation profiles, journal citation indicators like this. In example, indexing database, suppose Scopus, the bibliographic database, citation database, author profiles like that. Web of Science, we were talking Web of Science, that they will keep information on bibliographic database, citation index, researcher citation analysis, journal citation report, like that. Okay, so these are some comparative analysis. Scopus, Web of Science, and Google Scholar. We will see that how these platforms are working actually. Scopus, we have already know that this one is multidisciplinary database, source level metrics such as site score, they will provide that. Author profile, citation analysis, they will provide that. SGR and SNIPs, source normalized impact factor, available through it matrix ecosystem, they will provide that will provide by the Scopus. Okay, Web of Science, they will keep information, curated citation index. Web of Science, core collection, journal citation report like that. Google Scholar, this is a very broad scholar research. They keep the information of citation of the profile, H index and index like that. Okay. So these are three very important indexing database. Scopus indexing. So if we are talking about Scopus, the Scopus is a bibliographic and citation database developed by Elsevier. We all know that it covers actually peer-reviewed journals, also books, conference proceeding, and other scholarly sources. Okay, it was launched, we have already seen that in 2024, and it is one of the major multidisciplinary abstract and citation database. Scopus is multidisciplinary abstract and citation database. Okay, it covers approximately, you can see that here 27,000 plus journal from 7,000 plus publishers. Okay, there are lots of huge amount of publishers are connected with the Scopus. Okay, discipline includes science, technology, medicine, social sciences, art and humanities, etc. Okay, it is used for literature discovery, citation tracing, research evaluation, and bibliometric analysis. Matrices in Scopus. What are the matrices in Scopus? Cite score. This one is actually every citation per document. SJR, SCI Mago Journal Rank, weighted citation indicating the journal prestige. Okay. Source normalized impact pattern is measure contextual citation impact. So how does Scopus index journal? Basic process, journal publisher application, technical and eligibility check. Okay. Content and quality evaluation, and contact selection and advisory board review. This one is some board CSAB review. They will review the your work they will evaluate your quality, eligibility, all the things like that. Then they will make decision, selection, rejection, then contact index in Scopus, continuous re-evaluation. This type of evaluation, they continuously doing that in for a particular journal actually. That should be included in Scopus or not. Like what publications does Scopus cover? Scopus include journal article, review article also, conference papers, proceedings, book chapter, books, trade publications, and other scholarly documents. It covers multidisciplinary and international. Okay, so this type of information they will include. And benefits of publishing in a Scopus database. Publishing in a journal covered by Scopus can improve the discoverability, visibility, and traceability of research. The potential, what are the potential benefits? That will ensure the quality and visibility of your research work. Okay, Scopus that will ensure the quality or visibility of your research. That will enhances the academic credibility. Okay, it will increase the chance of citation. If your work in the if your work published in a Scopus index database, then increases the chance of the citation. We will get the citation from other published work. Okay, wider international visibility and easier identification by researcher and institutions. So these are some potential benefits of Scopus. Okay, and how check if a journal is Scopus index? So you have to visit the website, search by journal name, ISSN. This one is important, or publisher, and verify matrices and indexing status. Okay, you have to cross check if these journals are Scopus index or not. So you have to go to the website, and the preferable is suppose Journal of Renewable Energy. Okay, so do not actually only rely only the title, because there are lots of duplicate journals are floating in the market. Okay, So we have to very careful about that. Today research scenario, there are lots of duplicate journals are uh, providing a platform to publish your work. So you have to careful. Only do not rely with the title, because same titles may take your titles by any duplicate platform. Okay, and if you only search the title and you are published in that paper, but after that you are seeing that there are no any citation is receiving or like that, and maybe your paper is retracted after few years later. Okay, like that. So you have to search journal title and ISSN both. ISSN is very important. This is a unique identification number for any journal. It will provide a much stronger verification. Okay, so you have to careful about that. You have to see the journal title, and also you have to check their ISSN number. Okay, to stronger verification. And a Scopus author profile is a researcher identity record created within the Scopus to organize publication and citation information associated with an author. Okay, in Scopus, everyone have some author profile, individual author profile. They will automatically generate author profile. Actually, if your article is published in the Scopus index, then they will create one profile for you. Okay, it can be used to monitor and impact collaboration. It may provide information about author name, publication, affiliation, citation count, each index also, co-authors, search area, publication histories. Okay. And why is a Scopus author profile important? An author profile helps actually researcher to track their publication. Okay, monitor citations, view their H index, identify co-authors, track research outputs, and improve discoverability within the Scopus. Okay, also support institutional research reporting, and that will actually Scopus will helps in research evaluation that will used by the institution for ranking and assessment. Okay, government body that for policy decisions, funding agency for grant reviews. Okay, so these are some use of author profiles. And what information can appear in the profile? Identity. Okay, in profile author name or their alternative name variants, author identifier. Research output, documents will be there, publication years will be there, subject area will be there. Okay, citation information also there, citation, H index, and citation trends. You will get that. And collaborative authors, if in your any co-authors are there, then that information will be also there, and your affiliations, research networks. Okay, so these are some key points of your any particular author. Okay. Now limitations of Scopus. This one is actually subscription based, not freely accessible. So these are some limitations. It is not freely available. May not cover some regional or newly launched journal. Maybe possibility है कि कोई नया journal है, so that will not included in the Scopus. It may be possible. Okay, and coverage varies by fields. Means better in science and technology and medicine than arts and humanities. This one is for Scopus. Important websites are www.scopus.com. You can see there. For SCI General Rank, www.scimago.gr.com. So these two are very important websites for Scopus related and SGR rank related. Scopus author ID. Okay, this one is important for newly researchers. They will actually provide Scopus author ID. So instead of relying only the researcher's name, Scopus can associate publication with an author identifier. Why this is useful? Suppose consider two researchers, Ravi Kumar, both have same name. Actually, it may be possible. Okay, so they may have different affiliations. different research areas, different publications. So in this case, in this type of case, Scopus authorities play a very important role to identify their particular profile, which are displaying on the Scopus web portal. So Scopus provides some unique author ID. From that, you can identify or differentiate between these two Ravi Kumar like that. And then it will Scopus ID will help the researchers records on their web portal like that. Okay, so that's why this is very important. And what are the problem? Some author name ambiguity is also there. Means author name can appear in many forms. Suppose actual name is Ravi Bhushan. So you can see that if you have any published article in the Scopus, if you visit the website and in search that, you will get that your name will appear like that. R. Bhushan, maybe Ravi Bhushan full name, maybe only R Bhushan dot will be not there. Okay, maybe in the form of Bhushan comma R dot, or maybe Bhushan R. So these are all possibility to appear your name like that. So a Scopus actually attempts to group publication belonging to the same researchers, but automated matching is not perfect in that case. Okay, so maybe your article is missing in the Scopus database like that, or your work is showing in another other author's name actually. So researchers should periodically check their Scopus author profile actually. You have to check or cross check time to time actually. What are the whatever you have published and what are the published articles showing under your name actually. Okay, so you have to search time to time and you have to check periodically time to time. Okay. And if you found any error in that, suppose error may be a missing publications. Okay, suppose if you are published some article and in not showing under your name, under the manner of your name, that article is showing in another profile actually. That may be possible. Okay, and suppose another author information is showing in your article, in that you are not an author actually. It may be possible. That is the duplicate author profiles like that. Incorrect affiliation maybe. So what are the solution of that? You have to go to the feedback mechanism and you have to raise a request to correct your information like that. For that, you can provide your published article information like DOI, another important title is also important. You can provide them. These are this publication is of mine and it is showing in another profile. So you can make or raise a request by quoting the profile ID of other publication, other author actually. So that that article will paste to your at correct location in your personal profile. Okay, so you have to raise that. The Scopus will review that your whatever you raise a questions. Okay, whatever raise a problems that they will cross verify and then it will update accordingly in the Scopus database correctly. Okay. And how to register yourself on a Scopus step by step. So you do not need to manually register yourself actually as an author on a Scopus. If you have published in a Scopus index journal, anyone, then a Scopus automatically creates an author profile for you. Okay. So you have to simply search that. However, can I register for a Scopus account to search publication, view matrices, and request correction to your author profile? For that purpose, you can register that with broader information like that. Step by step, create a Scopus account. How you can create a Scopus account for searching or tracking? So first of all, you have to go to the website scopus.com. Okay. After that, click register. Register type is there in the top right corner. Click on register. Next to the sign in, you will found that. Okay. After that, fill out the registration form. That is, enter your first name, last name, email, password, like that, affiliation, etc. And accept the terms and condition and click the register. These steps you may follow to register your ID to the Scupa database. Okay. After that, verify your email. You will get an verification email in your whatever you have provided email ID to the Scopus. Okay, from the you have to check your inbox verification link from the Scopus. Okay, sign in, go back to scopus.com after the verification and log in with your new credentials. Okay. How to find or claim your Scopus author profile? If you have already published in the Scopus Index Journal, the step 1, go to the author search. Okay, use the author search option to the Scopus homepage. Okay, enter your name and affiliation, enter your first and last name, and optionally affiliation or ORCID ID you may be added. We will see that what is the ORCID ID actually. View your author profile. Then if Scopus has found your publication, your author ID and profile will be appear. Okay, so you can see that number of documents whatever you have published in the Scopus Index Journal, so you will get that number actually with document, all the document, total citation, page index, co-authors, and topics. Okay. How to correct or merge files? We have already seen that. If we find any name misspelled actually, so step by step log into the Scopus, go to the author profile, request author details correction. If you want to make any correction, then go to the request author details correction. Usually near the profile top you can find that, and then follow merge profiles, correct name affiliation. Suppose your name is ABC and showing in another form, so you can merge that profile. Actually, you can give their information. These profiles you want to merge with one single profile actually, because all the published article of my particular individuals, then they can merge that and submit the request, and you will get a confirmation email like that. Okay. Link your Scopus ID with ORCID ID. You can also link that. So go to the ORCID.org, sign in or register to a free account. Okay. In ORCID, search Scopus under the trusted organization and link your author ID. Okay. This one is very important step. You have to link Scopus with the ORCID ID. So this will actually keep your records synchronized and accurate. Okay. Accurate information will get that. The ORCID and Scopus author ID serves related but different purposes. ORCID means researcher control persistence identifier, and Scopus author ID identifier used within the Scopus ecosystem. Okay. Connected identifier can help reduce ambiguity in researcher's identity and keep your record synchronized and accurate. Another platform is Web of Science. So Web of Science is multidisciplinary research discovery and citation platform operated by Clarivate. This one is also trusted citation indexing that will develop that has been developed by the ISA Institute for Scientific Information, like that, and it was launched in 1997. Okay, and it was previously known as Web of Knowledge, and it was initially developed and launched by Institute for Scientific Information, which was later acquired by the Clarivate Analytic. Okay, and it is one of the oldest and most selective citation database. Also, it covers over the 21,000 journals and 250 plus disciplines, like that. Okay. It provides high quality peer reviewed content. It tracks citation, references, and author matrices. It provides impact factor through journal citation report. Okay. Major indexes within WSOs: SCIE, Citation Index in expanded, Social Sciences Citation Index, SSCI, Arts and Humanities Citation Index A, HCI, Emerging Source Citation Index, ESCI, and Conference Proceeding Citation Database, CTCI. These are the major indexes that is you can find them within the WS. Okay. And importance of WS indexing indicate research quality and credibility, increase discoverability and citation research, widely used for faculty evaluation, grant proposal, and institutional ranking. WS Journal Selection Criteria. What are the selection criteria? Peer review process, ethical publishing practices. Okay, one committee, they will see their and review their process. International editorial diversity, impact and citation analysis, adherence to the technical standard, DOI, metadata, etc. Okay. Key matrices provided by WS, journal impact factor provided by the WS, H index also provided by the WS, eigenfactor score and article influence scores also. So these are some key matrices that will provide by the WS. How to check if a journal is WOS index? Visit this website, master journal list, you will get that. Okay. Search by journal name or ISSN and check the database coverage. SCI, double SCI, ASCI index. So this one is very important website to check your journal is under ACI or not and what are their database coverage actually. You will get all the information on this Clarivate website. Okay. And WS author profiles and researcher ID also provide researcher ID like that. Authors with WS index publics receive researcher ID that will include publication list, citation data, collaboration network. It can be linked with Pablonet or Shield. Okay. This WS can be linked with Publons and or Shield ID. Publon also provides some research profiles for the authors. This one also provide research profile for authors actually. And use of WS in research evaluation. UGC, NAC, NBA, ACT, DCT, all are used. They will use the WS research evaluation, actually. Institution for promotion appraisal, funders for impact evaluation, basis for academic ranking like quarterly, symbol, KVS ranking, okay, times, higher education, TSC. So all there, if you're published in a journal, so they will search in this database actually on the WS platform. And they will see your published article in his and what are the indexes. And limitation of WS, this one is also subscription based, not openly accessible. Okay. Selective coverage, fewer journals compared to Scopus of Google Scholar. Okay. May not cover new or regional journals. And these are some important websites. And if you are talking about Web of Science versus Scopus, so in comparison table, you can see that this one provides some features. Okay, so provider Clarivate and Scopus is provided by the S. There you can see that citation database, both are provided citation database. Okay, created source selection, both are created source selection. Citation tracking, both platforms are tracking the citation. Journal impact factor, Clarivate provide the journal impact factor. Scopus not provided the journal impact factor. 5P impact factor, this one provide. Journal citation indicator, this one provide. Cite scores, Scopus will provide cite score, SGR will provide Scopus, SNIP, Scopus will provide H index, both are provided H index information like that. So these are some comparison table within WS and Scopus. Okay. If you are talking about comparative evaluation between WS and Google Scholar, so you can see that here curated citation database WS provided, but this one is very broad and automated Google Scholar. Okay. Citation, both are providing citation tracking. Author profiles, both are provided author profiles. General impact factors, it will provide, WS provide, but Google Scholar will not provide the general impact factor actually. H index both provided H index. I-10 index only Google Scholar provide I-10 index, not by the WS. Okay. Broad web coverage. This one is more selective, but this one is very broad. Google Scholar. Journal evaluation, JCR, not equivalent to JCRN. So these are some comparison table WS versus Google Scholars. Okay. Now how to register yourself on WS? So you cannot manually register yourself as an author on WS. If you publish in a WS Index Journal, so WS also automatically generates your author profiles and research ID like that. Okay, and that researcher ID linked with Publon now integrated into the WS researcher profile. Okay. If you click on that researcher ID, it will switch to the Publon's profile automatically. Okay, and it will WS also provide automatically author profile for you. How you can create WS account? So access content if your institution has access to create alert and save searches, claim and manage your author profile via Publon or researcher ID. Okay, track citation and H index. Step by step, create WS account. Visit webofscience.com, register, click on register, find the register link like that. Similar way, fill out the registration details, verify your email, sign into the WS like that. Okay. With your new credential, you can log in that. Now you can see that search for publications, access citation matrices. If your institution has access, okay. Set up alert and track keyword. Claim or create your Web of Science research profile, Publon step by step. You can visit this one Web of Science, or you can directly visit this one. Search your name. Use your name, affiliation, or ORCID ID to search your name or author profile like that. Okay. Claim your profile. If your author profile appears, claim this record. Sign in with your WS or Publon accounts. If your profile is missing or incorrect, you can merge duplicate profile and request for correction, similar to the Scopus. You can also, there are lots of problems you can find that if you are logging in the WS and you can see that very duplicate uh, informations will be there maybe. So you have to merge that duplicate profile, and also if you are not able to do that, then you have to request that to WS with the request portal. Okay, and they will review and correct accordingly. Link to the ORCID, optional but recommended. Okay, go to the ORCID, sign in and connect to your Web of Science researcher profile. Helps maintain an accurate and unified research identity. Okay, so what are the benefits? Track your publication, citation and H index, manage peer reviews if you have reviewed for index journal. Okay, improve discoverability by funding bodies and institutions, receive alert for new citations or appear in your field. Okay, and also receive alert for new citation or paper in your field. Google Scholars, we all know that Google Scholar is freely accessible, and instead of that one is subscription based, that one was subscription based, Scopus and WS. This Google Scholar is freely accessible for all. Okay, and it is specifically designed for academic and research content. Okay, it allows users to search across various academic disciplines and sources, including articles, theses, books, and more and more. Okay, and what are their features? Full text access and available, citation tracing and matrices, author profile with publication list, alert for new research, and cited by and related articles options provided by the Google Scholars. Why Google Scholars? Easy access to broad range of academic literature, no subscription needed, user-friendly search experiences. Okay. Wide coverage across disciplines and publishers, Useful for quick reference checks and citation generations. Okay. Google Scholar Citations means create your own author profile, track citations to your work, H-index and I-index provided by the Google Scholar, public profile visibility for academic network. Google Scholar Citation is also very important. Okay. Next, we will see that limitations of Google Scholars. So no comprehensive quality control. There are no any control on the quality of your work. Duplicate integer may be possible in the Google Scholar also. Incomplete metadata and cannot filter by peer-reviewed status. Less transparency than Scopus and WS because these one are curated database. Okay. Tips for researchers: verify the credibility of sources. Supplement Google Scholar with databases like Scopus or PubMed. Okay. Check for full text availability through your institution. Use reference managers, Mendeley or Utero like that with Scholar. Google Scholar alerts actually you can set that for specific authors. You can set the alert if that author will publish any article, then you will get a notification email or message like that. Any research topic, if you alert that okay, if any article published related to this topic, then you will get the some information and notification automatically. Okay. If you set the alert for recent citation, if you get any citation, so they will automatically inform you. Okay. You have this article have received one citation from that one of you. So that information you will get notifications. Okay. Helps in staying current with evolving literature. Important websites are these one, scholar.google.com like that. How to register yourself on Google Scholar? So this one is very simple. Go to the scholar.com, sign in your Google account. Okay. Sign in Google with your Gmail account. You can log in that. Okay. And click on my profile. After logging in, click on my profile at the top of the page. You will be redirected to the profile creation page. So after that, you can fill your basic information, email and name and affiliation, all these and area of information like that, and click next. Then add publications. So Google Scholar will automatically suggest publication matching your name, or you can manually add also. Review the list and select the correct ones. Okay. Step by step, already seen that this one. Choose profile, update setting. So you will see that automatically update Google Scholar, add new publication it finds for you. Okay. Email for updates, you will receive review suggestions before they are added. And you can also manually update. Okay. Make your profile public. Check the box. Make your my profile public. Going to check out. This allow others to find your work citation and H-index like that. Okay. Then after that, you can done that. Verify your email. The scholar will send a verification link. Verification link for that. Okay. And click the link in your revision and then verify your profile. Overview of ORCID ID and problem and Vidwan. The research entity management is essential in today's academy. ORCID, problems, and Vidwan. These are three platforms are also very important and designed for uniquely identify the researchers. Okay, track their publications and peer reviews, showcase academic profiles, improve research visibility. So everyone should have profile on ORCID, problems, and Vidwan like that. Okay, these are platform for author profile. Okay. ORCID ID overview, open researchers and contributor ID. Website is this one. Purpose: provide a persistent digital identifier for searches. It was launched in 2012. Uniquely distinguished authors and contribution in scholarly communication. So ORCID ID is also a unique ID. And this one is our 16-digit alphanumeric ID actually. Like that, 4444, like that. ORCID ID will be there. And integrated with major publishers or database and funders. These are three IDs are integrated with many of the publishers and database. Okay. Link to publication, grants, also enables automated updating via publication, programming and interface API. Okay. Free and open to all researchers. OrCDD benefits, what are their benefits? Avoid name confusion in authorship, because this one happens frequently. Name confusion actually, because with same name, lots of authors will be there. So it will provide the unique identification number, and enhances visibility and discoverability of your work, facilitate grant application process, ensures interoperability across the platform, accepted by Scopus, Web of Science, and cross-reference, etc. Okay. Problem number views. Problem is also very important. It will track the review and editorial contribution. It will also recognize an invisible work for peer reviewers. Okay. This one also features record and verify peer reviewer activity, display citation metrics from the Web of Science, and can be linked with the OCT ID. And these are some showcase publication, journal affiliation, peer reviews, editorial board membership. Also, Problem will provide the information regarding the editorial board membership. Okay. Problem benefits: add credibility to peer review work. Also, they will provide information here, reviewer. Okay. Helps in academic evaluation and promotions, provide citation and H-index, centralize all academic achievement at the problem platform. With one, this one is for the purpose of Indian National Research Information System. Okay. Target audience is researcher, faculty, scientists, etc. And in India. With one features academic profile database for Indian researchers only. Okay. We include personal details, institution affiliations, publication, research interest, award and recognition. Okay. And managed and verified by the institution. This with one is managed and verified by the institution. What are their benefits? Support academic collaboration, used for expert discovery and consultancy, integrated with government portal, R&D funding agencies. Okay. Enhances institutional visibility, and mandatory for some Indian academic and research grant publications. These are some comparison table. These are showing some features. Identity management, all have identity management. Okay. Peer review tracking, OCD not providing, Pavlon providing, with one not providing, only Pavlon providing. Okay. National focus, this one is globally. Pavlon is also globally. This one is for Indian researchers. Okay. Matrices display, this one is basic, this one is H-index citation, this one is very limited. Integration is Scopus, WS funders, Web of Science, Pavlon. This one is UGC, AICT, and government agency. With one has integrated with this one. Now, how to register on OrCID? Open to the OrCID.register, fill in the person detail, set visibility setting, and a link publication, Scopus, and other IDs. Pavlon पे भी same. Visit pavlon.com, sign in with Web of Science credential, because they both are linked, Web of Science and Pavlon. Import your publication and peer reviews, and link to the OrCID ID. Vidwan, visit Vidwan, click on create profile. Institutional email are required for Vidwan actually. Submit profile for verification. OrCID actually helps establish a unique global research identity in online. Pavlon enhances recognition of peer review and editorial work. Okay. Vidwan supports Indian academic networking and visibility. All three contribute significantly to professional academic branding. So these three platforms are very important for any particular researchers. All researchers would have OrCID, Pavlon, and Vidwan ID. Okay. For your personal branding, actually, you can say that. Impact factor of a journal. The impact factor of a journal is a measure of the frequency with which average article in the journal cited in the particular year or period, like that. Okay. This one is calculation of impact factor. The citation in the current year to the article published in the previous 2 years. Okay, divided by total number of citable articles in those 2 years. So with the help of this formula, we can calculate the impact factor for any particular journal. Okay, for example, you can see that if a journal receive 500 citation in 2024, okay, for article published in 2022 and 23, these two are 2 previous year, okay, and we are going to evaluate in 2024 and published 100 articles total. So what will be the impact factor? 500 divided by 100, that will 5 impact factor, okay. So like that you can calculate the general impact factor. So the impact factor for a given year are published annually, September, October of the following year in journal citation report. They will update every year. Like generally September and October they will generally they update. Cross reference is also important, and this is a non-profit organization that operates large scholarly metadata infrastructure. Okay, cross reference actually provide the digital object identifier DOI. This one is unique identity for your particular article. Okay, and it was founded in 2000, headquarters in USA. And what are the mission? To make research outputs easy to find, cite, link, and access. Okay. And what are the key functions? Assign DOI to a scholarly content. Okay. It stores and shares metadata. That means title, author, journal, etc. Enable citation linking across publishers. And supports content registration and retrieval. And provide tools for plagiarism detection and reference linking. The cross reference is also very important. Benefits of DI, what are their benefits? Persistent linking, easy tracking of citations, increased content discoverability. And over 19,000 members, including publishers, journals, researchers, institutional libraries funded. Okay. And popular publishers using cross-reference, Elsevier, Springer, IEEE, Taylor and Francis, Wiley, etc. All publishers using the cross-reference concept. And benefit of cross-reference: persistent and reliable citation of research content, increases visibility and discoverability, encourages standardization in publishing, enables interlinking between article and references, okay, supports open scholarly infrastructure, and cross-reference support the ORCID ID linkage also, automatically update researcher ORCID profiles with new publications, okay, automatically work, improves author disambiguations, कोई confusion नहीं रहेगा authors name में, enhance credibility and traceability of scholarly work. Okay. 5-year impact factor, if you want to calculate that, then you have to use like that. This one formula, it may help. Citation in year X. Suppose if you are finding in year X for 5 years, so citation in year X, you have to see that. To article published in X-1 to X-5 year. Okay, same procedure for general impact factor. For general impact factor, only we will use for 2 years information. Here, 5 years. So suppose if you want to evaluate 5 years in 2026, so you have to see that what are the how many published article citation received in 2025, 2024, 23, 21, and 20 like that. Okay, and number of citable items published in those previous 5 years. Okay, so like that you can calculate that. Suppose you want to count citation in 2024. So count how many times article published in 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. Okay, we are cited in 2024. You have to see that. And suppose let total citation in 2024 to these 5 years are 1200 total. Okay. Now count citable item published in 2019 to 2023. The citable item means research article plus review articles like that. Non-citable means editorial, letters, etc. You do not have to include this type of articles actually. Okay, you have to only take the research articles and review articles. And suppose total citation items, citable items from 19 to 2023 is 300. Okay, so you can easily calculate the 5-year impact factor 1200 divided by 300, that will 4. Okay, so like that you can calculate the impact factor. Interpretation, if you are talking about the on average, each article published in the journal during itna was cited in 4 times in 2024. This is on average. Okay, this is impact factor. Here 4 is can mean what it means. It means 4 times in 2024. Each article published. Okay. So this is specifically useful for field where citation accumulates slowly. Example, social science, humanities. Okay. Importance of impact factor used by researchers for choosing where to publish, institution for faculty evaluations, funding agency for accessing research quality, and indicator of journal visibility and influence. Okay. How impact factor can be skewed by a few highly cited paper. So this one is impact factor. How you can evaluate that? Impact factor can be skewed by a highly cited paper. So suppose here 2 examples are given. Journal A published 100 articles in 2022 and 2023. Okay, total citation received in 2024 is 2000. But one review article received 1500 citation alone. Okay, here you have to careful about that. If only one review article received 1500 citations alone, and overall total 2000. Okay, so one article 1500 and 99 articles received only 500 citation. The every citation what will be there? 2000 divided by 100, 20 impact factor. Okay. Similar another example you can take out. The journal B also publishes 100 articles in 2022 and 2023. Same. Okay. This one is same. But each article gets about 10 citation in second case. Here was the case one article is 1500 articles and remaining 99 500 citation. Okay, and here you can see that each article gets about 10 citations. That means total citations equal to 100 multiplied by 10, 1000. Impact factor 1000 divided by 100 only 10 you can say only 10. Okay, so why this is a problem? Here journal A impact factor 20 seems much higher. Okay, but one paper inflated it by contributing 75% of the total citation. Okay, they will push their impact factor. Most papers in journal A are not significantly more cited than those in journal B. So what does this show? A single highly cited paper can artificially boost the journal's impact factor. Okay, so this distorts the perception of overall quality or consistency of the journal content. Okay, so here you can here it is clear that key only impact factor is not important to decide this journal is a very good journal, because only single paper have lots of citation may push the impact factor of any particular journal. Okay, but here this is very showing very prestigious journal because all articles get about the 10 citation, but their impact factor is only 10. So this distorts the perception of the overall quality. Okay, so this is very important concept. And how self citation arts also affect the impact factor. This one is also very important. Okay, so let's understand with two scenario. Suppose total articles in 2022 and 2300, citation in 2024 is 400. Okay, all citations are from external sources. external sources. The impact factor will be 400 divided by 104. Okay. And scenario 2 with self citation. So now assume that 100 of those 4 citations came from journal A citing its own article. Okay. Means journal label self citation. So total citation 400, self citation 100 हो गया. तो external citation कितना हुआ? Only 300. Okay. So if query weight includes self citation, the impact factor will be 400 divided by 104. If query weight excludes self citation, without self citation, impact factor will be 300 divided by 100 only 3. So what are the effect? The self citations inflated impact factor by 33%. Okay, you can see that. Suppose you are publishing in renewable energy resources and renewable and citation they received from other IEEE transaction and other journals. They will, if you calculate that, they will get the 4 with external sources like that. And if you're talking about in the case of self citation, then if you exclude self citation, then it will automatically reduce the impact factor. Okay, so it will also affect to pushing the impact factor. So journal impact factor cannot be calculated for new journals. Okay, it can be calculated after completing a minimum of 3-year publications. And journal impact factor will not be related to the quality of content and quality of the peer review. Okay. Key points related to the journal impact factor. That was the same. You have already seen that. And what are the site score? Site score is a journal level metric developed by the Elsevier. It is based on the data from the Scopus database. It is an alternative to the impact factor actually. Okay. Why site score? This one is transparent and easy to calculate. Based on 4-year citation window, Scopus provides the site score actually. Includes a broader range of document types, not just the article and reviews. Okay. Free and publicly accessible via Scopus sources. And this one is the formula. Suppose if you are calculating in year X of the site score, the citation in year X to items published in X minus 1 to X minus 4 in the similar divided by total document published in X minus 1 to X minus 4. Why this matter? Some journals encourage or require author cite articles from the same journal. Okay, repeatedly citing from their own issue can artificially inflate the impact factor. Clarivate monitor this and may use the warning or suppress impact factor or blacklist journal engaging in excessive self-citation. Collaborate policy, JCR policy. If self-citation exceeds 15 to 20%, it may flag the journal. Okay. Journals with abnormal self-citation behavior may excluded from the journal citation report for that year. So they are actually reviewing. They have on eye on that those type of journals actually. Conclusion: self-citation can significantly raise the impact factor, but may mislead authors and readers about a journal influence. So trigger penalties from indexing database like Clarivate, JCI. Okay. So always consider both with and without self-citation for a fair judgment of journal quality. Example of site score calculation: the total citation received in the same way you can calculate the site scores. This one they use the actually 4 years window. Site scores purpose impact factor comparison. You can see that site score provided by the Scopus, impact factor by Clarivate. Citation window, this one is 4 year, this one for 2 years. Document type, what type of document included in the site score. Okay. And this one for impact factor only consider the article and reviews. This one make difference in site score and impact factor. Okay. And this one is updated annually, monthly tracker, and this one is automatically annually. Okay. Quartiles and percentile. This one is also one category of subject category that will rank general rank. That one based on quartile Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 articles. So Q1 is highest ranked group, Q2 is second group, Q3 is third group, Q4 is lowest ranked group, like that. Okay. And this one keyword on top 25% of the journal under the category of Q1, like that, 25 to 50, Q2 50 to 75 under Q3, and after that bottom 25 you can say that under Q4. Okay. Percentile means a percentile gives a more detailed relative position actually. Suppose journal A 92nd percentile, journal B 70th percentile. So that means both may be Q1, but journal A has higher relative position. Okay. Suppose many of journals are under Q1. How you can differentiate and position, which one is have relatively be in better position. So in that case, percentile will provide that information. Under Q1, if anyone have highest percentile, then they will have higher relative position with respect to the others. Okay. And it will also depend upon the database and year and subject wise category. This one is same. ACI Journal Mago rank. This is a journal metric developed by ACI Mago Research Group. Rank they provided actually. It is based on the database from the Scopus. Okay. So these are some key features of ACR. Accounts for both number of citation and prestige of the citing journal. Citation weight in field normalized. Covers 3-year citation data. So these are some examples for calculation how they have calculated the ACR rank actually step by step. So first one, citations are weighted. Citation weight होता है कौन सा higher prestigious journal उसको rank किया है ना. Not all citations are equal, because if any prestige high quality of journal cited the paper, so they will get some greater weightage according to that. Okay. So a citation from a highly ranked journal, example Nature, carries more weight than a citation from a lower ranked journal. Okay. This point actually included in the SGR calculation. Citation are weighted. And 3-year citation window, they have taken that. SGR considers citation received in given year to document published in the previous 3 years. 3 years data they have taken that to give the SGR calculation. And prestige transfer algorithm also based on the recursive prestige transfer model similar to the Google PageRank. Journal transfer prestige through their citation. Okay, a journal gets more credit if cited by high SGR journals. Another component they have included they normalized by the discipline. Suppose citation are field normalized to adjust the difference in citation behavior. Citation behavior is also important. Okay. Under the discipline ensures fair comparison between fields. Example, physics versus social sciences. Suppose in any discipline there are lots of frequent citations are there, very large number of factor and other things are there. So final JSR score actually you can calculate like that. Average prestige per article normalized across discipline. This one is formula. Suppose you are going to calculate the rank of journal J. Okay, SJR indicates the SJR of journal J. That will be the summation of SJR I means citing journal. SJR of citing journal I. Okay, divided by total number of outgoing citation. OI represent the total number of outgoing citation from I. Okay, multiplied by number of citation from I to J. How many of number of citation from I to J? This will indicate the CIJ. So this sum is normalized by the number of citable documents in journal J. According to that, one numerical example you can take that for the calculation purpose. Suppose journal X receives citation from these journals. Okay, journal A से इसने 2, journal B 7 and journal C is 0.5. Okay, and outgoing journal is 100, 50 and 100 citation. What are the OI actually? Total number of outgoing citation from I. Okay, and CIJ how much number of citation from I to J. Okay, I to J like that. The contribution from that formula you can calculate that this 2 divided by 100 multiplied by 10, that will get 0.20. This one is 1 divided by 50 multiplied by 20, 0.40. 0.5 divided by 100, 0.30. It will give the 0.15 like that. Okay. So this one is total overall. If you calculate that, SGRX 0.75. So what it means actually? It means that here you can see that journal C, you can give that here the highest number of citation, 30. Okay. Highest number of citation. Its contribution is relatively smaller because SGR prestige is lower, 0.5. SGR prestige is lower, 0.5. That's why it's a smaller contribution, only 0.15. In contrast, you can see that journal B, they have only 20 citation in comparison to the journal C, but contribution is 0.40. Here you can see that. Why? Because it has a higher prestige relative to its outgoing references. Okay, higher prestige than this one. So like that, they will calculate the SGR rank. And this one is same SGR quality differences between SGR and impact factor, like that. Data source is Scopus, Web of Science. Citation type is in SGR weighted. Impact factor may raw count. Citation window only for 3 years in SGR, 2 years for impact factor. Prestige factor यहाँ पे लिया जाता है in SGR. There are no any prestige factor has been followed by impact factor. Okay. Subject normalization is yes. Discipline based subject is also, they have seen the behavior of the citations from the different field of the journals like that. Here there are no any concept of subject normalization. Okay, so this makes difference. How to check SGR? Go to the SGR scimago.com, this one website, search the journal name, subject area or country like that. You can view that SGR score, H index and total citation quartile ranking. You can see that. Okay, why SGR matters? Helps identify high quality journals. Okay, used in institutional ranking and research evaluations, supports ethical and strategic publishers, valuable grant proposal on academic proportion, like that. Okay. Now this one is source normalized. Now we will conclude quickly. This one is formula for SNIP, source normalized impact factor, actually citation per year per paper divided by citation potential of the field. Okay, like that you can calculate the source normalized impact factor relative to its field actually. This one is also taken based on the 3-year citation window. And this one is some comparative table SNIP field normalized, yes. And this one is provide some idea about different metrics. Okay, how to access NIP? You can search scopus.com like that, and you can search that. You will get the information about SNIP. This one is same. This one is here example for medical journal like that. SNIP is 4. Here you can calculate that. Okay. Same example for mathematics journal like that. The here published article past 3 or 200. Here citations this year is 1600. Like that citation potential field 2. So here you can get the SNIP 4. Here for mathematics journal published 100, citation received only 400. Citation potential of the field is 0.5. So citation per paper is 4. And SNF you will get that due to this one is potential with 0.5, you will get the 8 SNF like that. Okay. So even though journal B has fewer citation, it scores higher SNIP because of mathematics is a low citation field. Okay, that is also depend upon the behavior of citations of the different fields. H index purpose of this one is also calculate the, suppose researchers have published 10 papers with the following citation counts. So you have to rank in descending order like that for calculating the H index. So we will see that Suppose paper rank has 25 citation to 17. So these are some descending one. Okay. So how you can calculate the H index? So 25 is greater than 1. Okay, this is paper number. This one is okay. 17 is greater than 2. This one is okay. Here you can see that 8 is greater than 5. Okay, this one is serial number, paper rank actually 5. And here citation is 8. That means your H index is 5 here. Okay, because here sixth number of paper is only have 5 citations. Okay, so that's why in this way you can calculate your H index like that. Because here the first 5 papers each have at least 5 citations, but the 6 papers only 5 citations, which is not greater than equal to 6. That should be also greater than equal to 6. Then you can calculate and add the H index numbering. This one is I10 index like that. So the I10 index is simple matrix showing the number of researcher publications that have been cited at least 10 times. This one is simple. Okay. So from here you can see that both H index and I10 index actually. I10 index is very simple here showing the 7. Okay. There you can see that total 7 number of paper have more than 10 citations. That's why I10 is 10. And H index is showing 8. That means here total number of this one is 1, 2, descending order you have to here. First mark that 7, 8 and 9 like that. Okay. And here you can see 202 is greater than 1. That means 155 also greater than 2, 62 is greater than 3, 54 is greater than 4. Okay. Here 41 is greater than 5. Here 34 is greater than 6. Here 17 is greater than 7. Okay. And here 8 is greater than equal to 8. And here 6 is not greater than equal to 9. Okay. Ninth number. That's why H index is only 8, because at this level, the number of citation and whatever you have arranging in descending order is fulfill that criteria to calculate the H index. Right? Okay. So like that, you can calculate your H index. H5 index, this is not very important. So let's skip that. G index is also there, but not so much frequent use. But these are calculation to calculate the G index like that. So now we will conclude that the time is already over. So thank you all of you. If you have any.
Yeah, thank you, Ravi sir, for your wonderful talk and sharing your valuable knowledge. Any participants, if you are having any doubts, you may ask.
Your voice is not audible so much, sir.
Achha. So if anyone is having doubts, you may ask. Otherwise, our next session is going to start. So, yes.